What's up, it's Accurate again. Today let's take a look at two products from Roli, the Seaboard Rise 25 and the Lightpad Block.
Accurate Beats.
So just like any other music technology nerd, I've been having my eyes on the Roli products ever since they came out. I've never actually got around to try them at all, so I decided to reach out to Roli and asked if they just wanted to send me a few units to make videos on this YouTube channel. And they did. So here we are with the Roli Seaboard Rise 25 and the Lightpad Block. So let's start by focusing on the Rise. I've heard about the surface being all squishy and soft to the touch, but I wasn't really expecting this amount of squishiness. The first time I put my fingers on it, it felt like some kind of a liquid. It felt like my fingers got wet from it. By now I've played this for a couple of hours or so and I get more and more comfortable with it for each minute, but there is definitely a learning curve. It's connected to the computer with a USB connection and I'm running the Equator software by Roli on the computer. Basically, it's just a unique kind of MIDI controller that talks to a specific software that understands all of these 5 different dimensions. I don't know why, but initially I thought that evolving sounds like pads and strings and stuff would be better for this one. But I was wrong. Guitar sounds, bell sounds, even like electric pianos and stuff just feels awesome on the Roli Seaboard Rise. It's really hard to give this keyboard service thing justice in a video like this. On one hand, it's really sensitive to the touch. I don't need to use any force at all to make stuff happen. And it also responds to things like this in a really natural way. Now let's try out some different presets on the software. And that's just a few of the different presets that the Equator software comes with. Equator is, by the way, a really powerful software synthesizer, no matter how you look at it. Now, of course, the keyboard itself can be used with any type of software synthesizer or sampler inside of a machine or whatever. And even for that kind of more normal use, the keyboard itself is really nice to play on. The sliders on the left side of the unit controls the sensitivity of the different kind of dimensions on the keyboard. This comes in really handy when you're new to a unit like this, because it's actually kind of awkward before you get the hang of it. I also want to be clear on the fact that this is kind of an expensive unit. This costs 850 euros right now in April of 2018, which of course makes it a little bit hard to get for everyone out there, I guess. And to be honest, I definitely had my doubts about the Seaboard Rise before I got my hands on it. The whole concept about sliding through notes and pitch shifting and modulating stuff doesn't really fit into all kinds of music, I think. But it actually makes sense on more instruments and sounds than I thought initially. Just adding a little bit of a vibrato here and there, or just a small little slide from one note to another one, actually makes playing and using this instrument a lot of fun. But it's also kind of easy to get obsessed with new functions like this and use sliding and modulating and aftertouch things on sounds that really doesn't need it. For instance, it might work really great for a sitar or a guitar sound to slide between one note to another one, because that's what a guitar player would actually do. Or adding a vibrato on some kind of flute sound, that sounds pretty natural. But if you're loading up a grand piano for your R&B ballad that you're working on and you start to slide between the notes and using all of the functions that are accessible on this keyboard, you're gonna get a result that sounds pretty unnatural and kind of crazy in probably a bad way. I forgot to mention that it's also wireless and has a battery inside of it and speaks MIDI over Bluetooth, so that's a cool thing as well. So I'm keeping this for a while in the home studio and I'm gonna make some beats with it. You're gonna see that much more on the YouTube channel, so ask me questions about this one if there's anything you want to know. By the way, of course, I'm also gonna make a video on the Lightpad Block. This is a cool one as well. So a conclusion of my first impressions here. A really fun instrument, a really strange instrument, a really cool and good instrument. I haven't learned everything there is to know about it yet, but I'm getting there. It takes some time to get used to, but I think when I'm 100% there, it's just gonna be awesome. Well, that's enough for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye now.
Accurate beats.